my friend. Happy Easter.
No, it isn't.
Well, of course it is. I've a feeling that a certain rabbit has been hiding things around the garden for you.
I don't care.
Oh, well, I thought you'd be much more excited than this, to be honest. What has upset you so much?
Well, it's my friend, or I should say my ex-friend, Billy. He was supposed to come round today and do the egg hunt with me, but he told Sam from my class that he didn't like me anymore, so he's gone to play with Sam instead. We used to be best friends, but now we're not.
That reminds me of something from the greatest tree stories of all time.
How could it possibly?
Well, you'll remember last time when I told you about the crowds cheering for Jesus as he rode his donkey into Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Well, just 5 days later, things were very different. They weren't his friends as well. Close your eyes so you can see.
Oh, for goodness sake! What is going on? Will somebody tell me? You woman! Stop right now and tell me.
What is it? Can I help you?
You certainly can. I'm a very important tree around here. Don't you realise that my branches were recently used to welcome the King of the Jews into the city? I am a very big deal.
The King of the Jews? You mean Jesus?
Yes, that's right. Have you heard of him? They love him around these parts.
Yeah, they loved him last week, but that changed pretty quickly.
Whatever do you mean?
Well, some of the religious leaders decided they didn't like how popular Jesus was to become, so they hatched a terrible plot. They got a man named Judas, Jesus' friend, to betray him.
Oh, and what did they do then? Call him names, say bad things about his mum?
Well, they did call him some pretty awful things, but it was much worse than that. They decided that Jesus was to be put to death. It was awful.
That can't be true. He was loved. Even I know that he did amazing things.
It is true. They whipped him and they spat at him and they tore his clothes. They made him carry his cross through the streets that he was going to be hung on. Eventually, they nailed him to the cross and they put a crown of thorns on his head, and he died there. Even when he was dying, he was amazing. He called out to God to forgive the people who put him there. And when he was dying, he shouted, "It is finished." I couldn't believe it.
Neither can I. I was probably his favourite tree. Where is he buried? Will you take one of my leaves to place by his grave?
I can't.
Why not? And why are you smiling? I thought you'd be upset.
Oh, because he's not there.
What?
Me and my friends just went to his tomb and it was open, but he wasn't there.
Maybe he'd gone to the wrong tomb.
No, it was definitely his tomb. His grave clothes were there, folded up, but he wasn't there anymore. And there were two men inside that asked me why I was crying. And they told me he wasn't there. And then I heard a voice behind me and I thought it was the gardener. But then he said, "Mary," my name. And I recognised it was Jesus. He wasn't dead anymore, he was alive. And I was just about to go and tell everyone when you stopped me, and I really must go and tell everyone that he is alive.
What an amazing story. I was a bit upset at the part when Jesus died, but he didn't stay dead.
Much more than that happened, my young friend. Do you remember when we visited Adam and learned that God had a plan to let man be his friend again?
Oh yeah, And God loved him despite him doing the wrong thing?
Well, this was God's awesome rescue plan.
I don't understand.
When Adam sinned by doing the wrong thing, it meant that man and God couldn't be friends anymore, and that man would have to die with his sins. When Jesus died, he actually took on the punishment for all the sins of the world, so that whoever believes in him can have a relationship with God again, because all of their sins have already been paid for.
Whoa, he did all of that for Adam?
Not just for Adam, he did it for all mankind, for whoever wants to accept the gift, including you, my friend.
Whoa, he did all of that for me?
It's a pretty awesome rescue plan, isn't it?
Yeah, that is awesome. God did all of that so we could be friends. And it's great to know that God loves me so much that even if Billy isn't my friend, Jesus is.
I'm sure that Billy will be your friend again. But remember that even though people can fall out with you, Jesus is the very best friend you can have. And that will never change.
Thank you, Terry. I'm going to go see if my brother wants to go do the egg hunt with me. See you soon.
Okay, but be quick. I can neither confirm nor deny that I may have eaten some already.